So happy to have you here. Thanks for coming over. Rhonda Jacobson. Rhonda's in her 9th year at MongoDB and is currently manager of security engineering. Please have a round of applause to welcome Rhonda to the stage.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Chuck, for the intro. Unfortunately, Lena Smart, our CISO, is not able to join me today, so I'm flying solo. So we're still covering the same info, just different package for me. So I want to welcome you all. Thanks to all you troopers that made it through this fun weather this morning, for those of you that had to do it. So just a little bit about what I'm going to be talking about. The title of this talk is Do More with Less. Our MongoDB Security Champions program, I'm going to be calling it SCP as well, just so you know. And we're going to talk about I'm going to talk about the program and how we've been able to grow our security culture one employee at a time. So the program itself was implemented after we did a lot of research. And the reason why we decided to have it was we wanted to engage people throughout the company to understand what security is all about. A lot of people don't understand, and how it applies to them. And not just our tech people, people that are in all different roles and functions within the company. So engaging those non-security employees was super important. We also are trying to create a culture that's built on security at the front of everything that you're doing at work. And as you all know, if you're watching the news every day, there's something new. It's like, oh my God, what now? So building that into everybody's way of thinking. So as I said, we started off by researching what are security champion programs all about. A lot of companies have them, a lot of companies don't have them. So we started off with looking at OWASP and their study on a security champions program, what it should be, what you should think about, and then some true life stories, what happened. So we looked at best practices, and something that was really important is letting employees pick what's important to them in this program, in the SCP. They wanted to have insight into what is security working on, why are we doing this? They also want to be able to have a voice, to provide feedback. So not just to sit there and be given information, to be able to say, hey, this is what we're doing on my team. I think you guys need to know, we need your help. Or, we want you to be aware. We're also providing a space for people to learn more about security. A lot of people become very interested in it. The more they learn, it's like the more they want to find out. And we're giving them a lot of resources. And I'll talk about the different resources that we use, that we share. So we also had some issues, especially the past 3 years, with starting up a new team and no one's in the office. So how do we engage people? So having communications on a regular basis, having different modes of communication, really reaching out to people to get them interested in the program and to want to participate, and making them want to learn more, making it exciting and interesting. So we look about things like what's happening in the news. That has a huge impact on my team, huge. If there's something happening, you may or may not know about it. We have our regular work to do, and then we're reacting. So there's a lot of things that are going on in the background in addition to the things that we do day to day. And we need to think about the different people that are involved. So when we're reacting to different things, how we communicate that out to them. And having the SCP is really helpful in approaching the different audiences. So the program itself is made up of 4 components, and this was based on results of the study and feedback that we did with our own teams within MongoDB. And I'm going to go through each of these. So starting with membership, anyone can become a member. It's a voluntary program. You can say, hey, I want to be a member, or you might have a colleague that you think this person would be amazing on this team. So you can nominate someone. Something that's really important about this is that that person must have their supervisor's approval to be part of the SCP, because there are some commitments involved, and I'll talk more about those. The Some of them are attending these formal quarterly meetings, which we have, and we go through different things, including our security roadmap. We get feedback, we get insights from the conversations that are had. And then we also offer informal social type activities that we encourage people to participate in, at least one and up to maybe 3 every quarter. Biggest thing, communication. We over-communicate. We kill people with communication, and guess what? It works. It works, because you know what? Some people don't even look at email. Me. Some people look at Slack and they go, yeah, read it later. And some people might read something in our security newsletter. So there's different ways of getting to people. And some people just hear it from their colleague. Oh, wow, I just heard about this. Did you know that? ... So we use a lot of different modes to communicate with people, and we reinforce the messaging over and over and over again. So they get sick of hearing it, but they at least get through to the message. So the SCP meetings themselves, as I mentioned, we have 4 of them, 1 a quarter, and one of the obligations of being part of the Security Champions program is that you attend this meeting. So of course, if you're sick or unable to, that's fine, but make it a point to attend the meeting. They don't take a long time, but it's like an hour of your time, and that's why you need your supervisor's sign off, because you are making that time commitment. So we have our kickoff meetings 4 times a year. We have our regular quarterly meetings 4 times a year. We have 3 additional activities every quarter, and some quarters we might have more. So it could be a talk given by one of our security team or someone on another team that did something really cool related to InfoSec. It could be a workshop that's being offered about a new tool that we're using or something that we're rolling out. We have a book club, so we read a security-related book and then we all chat about it or other stuff. And we also, last holiday season, we all watched The Matrix together, which was kind of weird, right? Because we weren't physically in the same room, but I know I had it up on Zoom and I was just doing my work and watching in the background, so it was kind of fun. So we do those kinds of things. So who are the champions? As I said before, they're not just technical people. It's not just our engineers. So we have a variety of people, and they're from all over the world. So we have people in Toronto, we have people in Montreal, we have people in Vancouver, we have people in New York, we have people in Philadelphia, we have people in San Francisco, we have people in Sydney, Australia, we have people in India, we have people in Israel. Need I go on? They're from all over the world, which is really, really important that we have that representation. And they're developers, but we have executive assistants that are part of the program. We have people from sales. We have people that are in finance, a lot of people from marketing. Basically, it's anyone that is passionate about learning more about security, how it applies to them, to their job, and then they're going to share it back to their team. So a big part of what we did when we rolled out the program was we had a go-to-market plan. Much like, if anyone's in marketing, when you have a new product, you got to wrap it all up and push it out and make it look real pretty and make people excited about it and make sure that they have all the collateral that they need to support it. So we did a number of things to brand the program. One of them was using our internal wiki to talk about the program. So if there's someone new to the company, they could have been around a month, they could have been around a year, and they've never heard of it. If they go in our wiki and they look at Security Champions or SCP, this page will come up. And on the page, you'll see what the program is all about. You'll find who your security representative is, so on the team. So you may or may not have someone on your team. So you might say, hey, I think I might want to do that, which means you can then look at the list of what we have. What does it mean if you want to be a champion? And then you can also nominate someone, as I said. So you can self-nominate. You can also nominate another person to be a champion. We also post any announcements there. So if people are regularly visiting, they will see the announcements. We also, in our multiple comms to people, will put up a link to the wiki page where it'll say There's more about this here. We also do like features from the news. We'll post them there. We do a spotlight on a security champion member. So, someone really interesting, talk more about them, what they do. And we also have links to different resources. And then most important is there's a list of everyone who is on our internal security team. Because a lot of people don't know, right? We're not physically in the same building. Everybody does different things. You just think, I know that person from security, but it might not be the one that you need to talk to. So there's that handy list there on that wiki page. The other thing, everybody loves swag, and this is bespoke, exclusive swag. So you only get it if you're a member of Security Champions. So when you sign up, you get approved by your supervisor, you get onboarded, and you get this lovely package that has goodies. There's more than this, but you get that nice sticker, you get a t-shirt, you get a hoodie, you get a mug. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you can get. So when people see your t-shirt, they'll be like, hey, I don't have a t-shirt like that. It's an opportunity for you to say, yeah, it's from Security Champions. Let me tell you more about it. So that was part of our go-to-market plan. And we host, I mentioned, different activities throughout the year. So this year, we hosted 5 different Capture the Flag events with lots of people that participated. They had a lot of fun. I'm looking to see if someone is here. There's actually someone here. She's from the developer team, and she has become very active in Capture the Flags. Angie, I don't know if you're here. Anyways, yes, it's been really great because people work together alongside. There's a lot of our own team that joins these Capture the Flags. So it's just a fun thing to do together. And this is just 12 of our events from the past year. So there are talks given by our internal speakers. There's the book club. There's some Capture the Flags. What else have we got there? Lots of fun things that people can attend. They're usually an hour of their time, and they're recorded. So if you weren't able to make it, you can watch it. So it's accessible to everybody, no matter where in the world they are. So those are just some of the fun things that we do, again, to keep people engaged, to keep them informed, and to give them more goodies that they can take back to their teams. So the other thing that we do is we promote security-related events. So these are just a few of them. So SummerCon, that happens in New York, DEF CON and Black Hat, which were in Vegas over the summer. And then every October, we do all kinds of fun stuff around Cybersecurity Month. So we had, I'm going to say at least 1 to 2 activities a week throughout October that were to promote awareness of Cybersecurity Month, and also to give people the opportunity to, really get excited about it. And we did pick up some new SCP members through that promotion. So the benefits of the program, it helps us to do more with less. So right now, we're 4,500 plus employees. Our security team is made up of 45 people. So that helps us to scale. And it's just really, really great as well because we get more insight into the different teams, what they're working on, and also having that feedback loop is so, so important. So a big part of what we do with the SCP team is we will test things out on them. Like, hey, this is an email that we're going to send. What do you think? Right? It might be something that we need to share with the company that's related to security. We also, most recently, we run phishing campaigns as part of our team, InfoSec. And one of the suggestions that came from SCP was it'd be really great if we could just click a button in the email that says, I'm reporting phishing. So guess what? Our team created that. And instead of rolling it out to the company, we rolled it out to the SCP team first to try it out. And guess what? There were things that didn't work the way that we thought. They had some really good ideas for some other things that we hadn't thought about. And we let them work with it, test it out. And then we were able to implement it the following month. And it went great. So they're really, really important. Just having that feedback loop set up is a huge part of the value of a security champions team. So they also play a really important part in maturing our program. How? Because our team, as I said, we're 45 people, and we're growing really fast as well. But there's a lot of people in the company that aren't really aware of security and what it means to them. Even coders, right? They're like, yeah, that's nice. So building in secure coding practices when they're developing one of the products. Thinking about the different things that you need to be aware of when you've got your security hat on. So just having training and discussions and having the program as the vehicle for that has just really, really helped to boost awareness of our security team. The other thing that's really important, and that we were kind of surprised, we've had always from the beginning, the promoting of the culture that when something happens, so you do get a phishing email, and you click on something, you're not in trouble. We're here to help you. How many people have had that happen? You just clicked on something. Okay, so some people maybe. So we do, when people report, you know, I got this, and one of the questions we ask is, did you click on anything? And one person said, yeah, I did. I clicked on this. I'm so upset with myself, you know, whatever. It's not about being ashamed. What we wrote back was, thank you for telling us you're not in trouble. We're here to help you. And he wrote back to the entire team and said, you have no idea how refreshing this is. He said where he had worked before, he got in trouble. Not he didn't get in trouble, but people got in trouble. Like, why did you click on that? Oh my God, you're fired. So that's extreme. But we're really promoting this positive culture. We're not going to be mad at you. We're here to help you. So don't be afraid to tell us. And just the collaboration piece is really, really big. The access to exclusive rewards. I mean, you saw the swag, woohoo. We also had a draw this summer for someone to come to DEF CON. And that was really great, right? He ended up being from Europe, so it was a big deal. So he got to fly to Vegas and experience Vegas and DEF CON for everything that it was. And, you know, another benefit is that people are having fun. They're having fun learning about security. They're learning more about their colleagues. They're learning about what the different teams work on. They're seeing our team. So we're seeing faces and learning more about what people do. We have a Slack channel as well, which I forgot to include. So champions have access to that Slack channel. We have right now 139 people in that channel. They're all on the team. And we use it for a number of things. So when it first got launched, people were like very formal and they'd wait for someone to post something and go, oh, this is very interesting. And now people just throw things in there. It's a lot more relaxed. So we get a lot of memes. We get some, you know, interesting articles. People will start discussing them. Any upcoming events, people will put them in there, security related. So the Slack channel has become a very important part of the SCP experience. So the group it's pretty informal in there, and it's just, the focus is on sharing with us. We're there, they're all there. And I guess the takeaways. So the big thing that is an important part of the program is it's a voluntary program, but you have to have an understanding that you're making a time commitment. It's just not like, hey, I'm signing up because I want a free t-shirt. It's like, you gotta come to a meeting, you've gotta go to an activity. And you also have to report back to your team about what you did. So fun fact, before I was in InfoSec, I was on the SCP. And that's how I was like, oh, I really like this. This is cool. So that's another thing, another hidden benefit. We've had more than one person that has transferred to InfoSec who started off by being a member of SCP, and we're like, this is cool, I like this. So, that saves us on consulting fees. And it makes a positive contribution to the company. As I said, we are so thankful to have the SCP team to be able to test things for us. It's just really helpful to have those different set of eyes and different way of thinking. So like all of our team will go, yeah, it all looks good. And someone else that's from SCP will go, but what about this? So that's why it's important to have a real big mix of people from different teams within the company and also from different geographic locations. And most important, it's free. So running the SCP, it's free, it's time. So it helps us with budgeting, especially now. And that is all that I have. Does anyone have any questions? Crickets. Okay, well, thank you all for your time. If you are interested, this will be recorded. It will be up online in a few days. Don't forget to fill out your feedback on this. And if you do have any questions, you'll see me out there somewhere. So thank you all for your time.